once again, we are going to look at structure. I'm very, I hope everybody is keeping safe at home. You're not loitering. That is wonderful. Now, children, previously I left an exercise, which I'm very sure you did. It is going to be more appropriate if you send your work if you send your work on my WhatsApp, I'll be able to write corrections with you. I'm not going to go through them now. Let it be on my WhatsApp. My number is right there on the screen of your phone. You will be able to send that work to me. Today we are going to look at this language structure, still in line with our topic, letter writing. That structure is usually deals with adjectives and adverbs. Today I'm going to basically use it with adjectives. Just a quick reminder of what adjectives are. Adjectives are words that we use to describe nouns. Adjectives are words that we use to describe nouns. Yet nouns are naming words. Nouns are naming words. So if we want to talk more about a noun, we use adjectives to talk more about them. For example, we can talk about our school and say, our school is big. We can talk about our classroom and say our classroom is spacious. Our classroom is spacious. In other words, I'm trying to describe my classroom with the word spacious, meaning it has a lot of space in it. Now, when we go back to capture our structure there, that structure is used with the comparative forms of adjectives. We have three forms of adjectives, but this structure is used with the comparative form. Take an example of an adjective like big, an adjective big. This is the positive form, and when we go to the other form, which is called the comparative, this is just a reminder of what we did in primary 3, bigger, and superlative, which is biggest. Our superlative is biggest. But with this structure, we are just interested in only the comparative. So we are going to identify different adjectives and see how we form their comparatives. Take an example of adjectives with only 2 syllables. Adjectives with only 2 syllables. We want to see how they are changed into the comparative form. Adjectives is just 2 syllables. An example is hard. 2 syllables are just the sounds of the words. Hard, hard. Those are just 2 syllables. You just add ER, just like that. Hard, you just add ER to form the comparative. We have another word. Smart. Smart. Mwebe is smart. And we say, but Odong is smarter. Comparative. Smarter. We compare two. Then another adjective is proud. 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 It has 2 syllables. The comparative, you just add ER and say prouder. Now we have another form. We have another kind of adjective. We also have this one, which I don't want to leave out. Cruel. We have the word cruel. Cruel. It also has 2 syllables. I just add ER, only that the structure of its spelling, once it ends with letter L, for it, you double the L. Words that end with letter L. When I'm forming a comparative for them, I first double L and say crueler, like that. I first double the L. I didn't want to leave it out. It's quite unique. Now, we are also going to look at adjectives that end with letter Y, how they change. Adjectives that end with letter Y. An example is the word Aleph. An example is the word Alif. Ali ends with letter Y, but when I am going to change it into the comparative form, I change Y into I, on condition that there is a consonant before letter Y. You make it, Ali, I've said it, Y changes into I, I've made it, and we don't forget our ER, which is a must to comparatives, and we make earlier like that. We have the word happy, not my friend Happy Mutella's name, but an adjective, happy. Once it ends with letter Y and there is a consonant here, we say that we change Y into I and say happier. The example, the list is endless. I know you have other examples of adjectives that end with letter Y. I can also look at what I usually tell my candidates is that sometimes the words may sound funny. The reason they sound funny to you is that you have not been using them. But for you, you follow the concept, that the concept is once it ends with letter Y, that is the concept, that you change this Y into I. Don't mind about the sound of the word, but follow the concept. So I'll say tidier, like this, tidier. Our classroom is tidier than theirs. Then we have the word naughty. Naughty also falls in this category. The word naughty, it has two syllables. Naughty. Naughty, someone may say, how do I change it? But you remember the concept that the teacher has given, that once it ends with letter Y and it has two syllables, you just change Y into I, because if I sound the word naughty, it has two syllables, naughty, and say naughtier. We need to be faster with our list, so you can add on the list as many as possible once they fall in that category. Then we also have adjectives that end with letter E. Remember the concept, you add ER. Then there are some which end with letter E, like the word humble. The word humble ends with letter E, and when I want the comparative, the concept is you add ER. That's the concept. But when you come across an adjective that ends already with letter E, what you do is you just add what? R only, because the E is already made there. You just add letter E. Another example of such words is the word rude. The word rude ends with letter E. The concept, you add ER, but this one is already made. It has its E already. You just say ruder. The list is endless. The list is endless. You can add on. Then we also have the word shy. The word shy, I should have put it here. The word shy, please take note of this word shy. Shy is another word for timid or fearful. For it, much as it ends with letter Y, it's a little unique. It's a little unique, much as it ends with letter Y. For it, you just add ER. You don't change Y into I. Shy, it's a little unique. As I have told you, Y does not change, you just add ER. So I shouldn't have left it out. Then we have some with more than two syllables. More than two syllables. more than two syllables. More than two. We have the word beautiful. We have the word beautiful. Such spellings, for them you just add the word more and say more beautiful. I can say Magero is more beautiful than Maureen. Then we have the word energetic. Energetic, like that, energetic. More energetic, more than two syllables. Then we have some which have an irregular. These ones which have irregular change. For example, irregular ones, by being irregular, for them you don't add ER. They change in their own ways. They don't have a uniform way. One example is good. The comparative of good is better. The comparative of good is better. The comparative of bad is worse. These are things that you saw while you're still in primary 3. Then we have the comparative of the word far, which is farther. You just write the word far, then you add on what? Farther, which refers to distance, only distance, farther. Kampala is farther than Mbale from this particular place. Then we also have this other farther, which also is a comparative of far, but not referring to distance. So this one has two. Now, children, let us go back to our structure. We've seen that in our structure, we are going to strictly use the comparative. And as I have said, we are going to use, this is more beautiful, more energetic. We just add more on them.